Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. And in the last episode, we actually completed Chapter 8, also known as Port Warren. And in order to actually beat the last chapter, there's actually a small gimmick that we missed out on. I didn't know about it until after I finished the episode because we were already done with the chapter, so I didn't think I had to keep recording. But as soon as I moved all my units out of those strongholds that were on Port Warren's map, I actually got swarmed by about 30 to 40 knights and a lot of cavaliers. Yeah, it was pretty scary. I definitely, would like to show you that, but there's no way for me to do that because I was focusing on training my units. Merrick and, what was his name? Wendell, got a lot of levels from that, so there was no way of... I accidentally over-leveled, Merrick, I think. Wendell's fine where he is, he's about where everyone else is, but Merrick's level 13, so he's a little over-leveled, but I don't think he's gonna be to the point where he's gonna be too overpowered. I did look at our stats. I do want to talk about that as well. Caeda is at a 4 attack, and that is terrible. At level 11, with a... although she has a 20% chance of getting an attack stat up, out of 10 levels, she's only gotten 1, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we might be, taking Caeda out at some point. I don't know if we're gonna need her for many recruits. If we do need her for recruits, we'll end up keeping her, and hopefully when we do, change her class, her strength will go up, like I'm being told by the wiki, because I found a better wiki. Apparently there's 2 of them. I've been using the fan one, and apparently the fan one's not as good as the actual straight-up wiki, so the straight-up wiki actually has a lot more information on this game, and like, what characters hold, how good Bantu is in this game, apparently. I didn't notice it. I was told that Bantu was bad, but that's because of Fire Emblem Remake Bantu, and not because of Fire Emblem 1 Bantu. So Fire Emblem 1 Bantu has a unbreakable Firestone. He gets plus 15 defense for free, and plus 16 attack for free. So yeah, we're going to be using Bantu from now on. So with that, let's start on Chapter 9. And also we got 3 new units, Caesar, Rad, and Roger. Or Jolly Roger, as I would like to call him. I wanted to call him that in the last episode, but he was a pirate, so I'm just going to do it now, Jolly Roger. But we're not going to use any of those because Roger would be a unit you would swap Drog out. But we've actually gotten really lucky with our Drog because of the fact of the rolls that he's gotten from so far. Apparently, he only has a 20% attack raise. And we've actually made him up to 12 attack and 15 defense, which is insane. And looking at the percentage rates that he actually gets, it's actually really lucky of what we've gotten with him. So he's going to be staying for the entire game. He's at a point where he doesn't even have to worry about late game, because he is late game now, basically, is what I'm trying to say. There is one more unit we need, and that is Daros. Let me make sure that we have everyone. Marth, Yagan, Kane, Abel, Drog, Caeda, Lena, Merrick, Hardin, Wolf, Wendell, Agma, Navarre, and then we need Bantu and Daros, because Daros missed out because we weren't able to bring everyone. But this one's actually a 15 character level, which is actually nice, so we actually get to bring the whole squad. Everyone that we've used throughout the game so far is getting a chance to actually have a chance on the chapter, so let's do this. We saw a small bit of this chapter. It looks kind of scary based on a lot of water, and it looks like reinforcements appear on this map, and they might be flying units. They could be pirates, you never know. Pirates can cross over the water, but also Marth can as well, so princes and pirates can go over water, but we can also run into maybe flying units as well from those strongholds on the bottom half of the map, since we did take a small look at this map, but we didn't like do anything. We looked at the very beginning area. I'll show you exactly if you missed out on that. But let's start on this. The Pyrothi Dragon, Chapter 9.
Interlopers that dare set foot on the sacred land of Pyrothi, I will not permit even one of you to remain alive. Argon Salamander will burn you to ash.
Wasn't his name, like, Mole or something? I'm pretty sure he had, like, a weird name. Yeah, Manu. Okay, I was close. It started with an M. I definitely got close. I also made sure to bring some door keys. I bought a bunch of them so we don't have to use characters like Julian or anything like that. That definitely is nice because although I would use an assassin unit, they don't have upgradable classes in this game, so there's no point in using them, so they don't get any better. So honestly, it just saves me time not doing that. So thankfully, we were able to buy a bunch of door keys. I made sure how many we're going to need until the next time we can get more. We only need 5, so for this chapter there's only 3, and then it looks like maybe 2 for the next one. I'm not too sure though. Based on the map layout is what I saw. That's all I went on. I didn't look at any of like the story, nothing like that. I just wanted to make sure that we were doing things right. I think Navarre has one of our keys, doesn't he? Let me make sure. Yeah, he does. So since he's basically already over here in the first place, let's just use him and use one of our door keys just to get this door nice and open. Navarre used the door key and the door opened. Perfect. So now there's only 2 more that we need to open. And then the treasure chest we don't even need to worry about since Marth can actually open those because of the fact that he has the Fire Emblem. And thankfully that opens them for free. We also need to be careful with Daros, since Daros is level 6 right now, so he kind of missed out on last chapter, unfortunately. I wouldn't normally do that, but there was nothing I could do about that, since we can only bring, I think it was, 13 units in the last one, so it's just unfortunate. But other than that, we did pretty good, because we got everyone up to level 11. I think there's one unit that has a little bit higher, I think it might be Wolf. Wolf went to level 12. I had him go to level 12 since I needed an archer to have at least a decent amount of attack, so thankfully he was able to get some strength out of that. I'll show you actually where he's at right now. 12 strength, 6 skill, weapon level of 8, 9 speed, 14 luck, defense of 9, and 9 movement, which is always nice. And you can't get resistance, so honestly that stat doesn't even go up at all. And oops, Wolf actually has Bantu's Firestone, so oops, I completely forgot about that. We'll have Wolf run over to him in a second and give him that. I'm gonna have Yagen go over to the house over here. I feel like that would be a good idea. I want to make sure that Bantu gets to do what he wants, because Bantu is definitely really good in this game. And if I knew what he was originally, and I didn't pay attention to tier list for the game, for what units I should use, because that was the reason why I was using certain units, like Caeda, I was told was really good, but that's for Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the remake, because you can get the Wing Spear, and the Wing Spear is really good, apparently, and it's a, I think it's a preferential weapon for Caeda. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but it is definitely a really good weapon, because it's, it has weapon effectiveness on pretty much every single unit in the game, kind of like the rapier that Marth can use, but it has higher might, I think. But yeah, I wish we got the ability to use that, because that would have been nice. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay, so Caeda. Here's proof that Caeda is actually really low, by the way. I did say she had 4 strength. Yeah. She's gotten 1 strength. Oh no, she's level 12, so out of 11 levels, she got 1 strength, if that says anything. Oh no, she is max speed! At least she won't get doubled, right? It's not like she can't do any damage. Oh god, she's gonna fall off hard, and I can already see it. I'm just seeing that now, and even if we were to maybe upgrade her class, and apparently the base stats of your class forces your stats up in this game, which is good to know. I made sure of that, because I wanted to make sure Caeda was going to be playable. Do pirates? Oh no, thieves. Thieves are the only ones that can break those. We already know this. Okay. I was just making sure, because I was kind of scared of that. Although thieves can steal our treasure chests, so we do need to be careful about that. And there's also a mage on this map, so yeah, let's also be careful about that guy, because depending on the type of mage, it could be very scary, like an Excalibur or something. I don't think anyone else can get Excalibur other than Merrick, but just in case, let's be a little bit careful about that. Also, another thing I want to talk about is, when I was recording yesterday's episode, for some reason, my audio cut out for about 20 seconds for no reason, and it was called a dropout. And I don't know why it happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, because I did a test recording and it didn't pop up again. So I don't know what happened there, but hopefully we're good now, because, yeah, I don't want to lose any audio. It's never happened to me before, so it was really strange. Oh yeah, we need to get Bantu his weapon. Okay, so Harden, I want you to continue moving. We don't need to worry about Harden. Harden's very, very strong. He's actually one of my strongest units, I think. Yeah, 13 strength. He's very strong. So, Harden, thankfully you live up to your legend, because Harden, the one that I know, the Dark Emperor, the future of this guy, basically, is very, very strong in heroes, in my opinion, and honestly one of my favorite units to use, because I definitely like his art style. I like how he's like this evil emperor character, and you don't really need to play as that many those kind of characters in games, so I like the fact that Fire Emblem Heroes opens up that and allows you to play as the villains as well, because villains also have stories, and honestly I like seeing the stories that the villains have as well. So it's definitely cool to see all that. Do we have to worry about this mage? How much can he actually move? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this guy's nowhere close to attacking us, thank you. I just need to make sure of that so we didn't have to worry about that happening. I'm gonna go and give Bantu his weapon now, since he's kind of he can't do anything without it, so let's make sure that Bantu is holding the Firestone, so that he doesn't get one-shotted out of nowhere, because if he's not holding it, then he actually has to worry, because the Firestone straight up gives him 15 defense, and he's very bulky, I'm just gonna be honest, based on that, because if he gets 15 defense from his weapon, yeah, that's about... Here, let's just add 5 to 3, that makes you 8, and then let's add a nice 10 to that. Yeah, a nice 18 defense straight out of the box is definitely nice with a 16 attack. Yeah, I'm definitely liking that. We're definitely keeping him. I could definitely say that he's already better than Caeda in every way in shape and form just because of that alone, and I definitely like that. There is only one recruitable unit on this map, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm actually going to use my Silver Lance since we bought a couple of these, so we don't have to worry about wasting charges on these, because I bought a couple of them. I bought at least 1 to 2 of them for certain units, since we have the ability to use it for a couple of our units since our weapon level's high enough for a lot of them, so I felt like buying a couple of them would be a good idea. I don't remember if I threw any to the convoy, though. I could have missed out on that. I think I forgot to do that, actually. That could definitely be the case. But it's still nice to have, just being able to use the Silver Lance. Although Drawn can't use one yet, he's not high enough weapon level, it will definitely be good on him. And then we can technically make Caeda do damage, due to the fact that we do have the ability to use Silver Lances on her, so we can technically buff her strength, although she's really low on strength, basically. Because although she's good for right now, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to set in stone that although she's good right now, she can very heavily fall off if she doesn't get any better later, is what I'm trying to make sure to let you guys know that, because she's good right now, but I'm very scared of what can happen if we mess up because of that, because of how low her growth rates are right now, because she hasn't really got much to work with, and if I'm gonna hope we can maybe get at least, so if we upgrade her, she's gonna go to 9 apparently. I'm gonna hope that at max rank, she at least has 11 to 12 at least. That will be nice to work with. I can work with that, but if we don't, yeah, it's going to be really hard to work with her, and that's just going to be completely honest. That is everyone, right? I just want to make sure everyone's moved, and I think that's a good first turn, I think that's a really good first turn, because we're definitely, or no, second turn, actually, Forgot, we moved our characters already. So yeah, second turn, definitely good. I also found out that we actually weren't moving the battles at the max speed. I thought we... was that Abel doing 54 damage with a crit? Wow, oh no, that's Kane. Good on you, Kane. Wow. Nice crit, buddy. A nice crit indeed. And I know you're not going to go down to this, this whole mage here. There's no way he's going to outspeed you. I think you'll be fine. And then Yagan can deal with this pirate over here. Although it says they're level 3, they actually do quite a lot of damage. So even if we're, like, decently leveled, so to speak, we're actually not that high leveled compared to a lot of these units. Because you'll see, we take some decent damage still. And if we play stupid, we're definitely going to be, reaching the, disbenefits, or not really reaching the... Oh. Well, there's proof. We already know what that means, so I'll be right back once, I replace where Kane was, because, yeah, I don't want to play late, I don't want to have to worry about my units, because I want to be able to play through the story without having to really worry about all that. So I'll be right back. I'm going to make sure that we have a better placement. I kind of just threw Kane there, because I like playing more risky, and as we just saw, my risky play did not really do us too well, because I didn't think 4 to 5 units were going to be able to move in that one spot, if I'll be completely honest. That was completely my fault. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go replace my units real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have a much better positioning, so the reason why I kind of mess up every now and again is because when commentating, it's kind of hard to tell where you're placing a unit in this game, because I'm used to having the ability to see where we're being attacked from, you know, like the little warning system. So it's that's one of the reasons why I've been messing up with my placement. And I'm just going to be honest, I usually wouldn't put a unit there, and also I wouldn't throw a unit that's going to be doubled randomly and die no matter what as well. And that would definitely be nice to see, but it is the first game, and I should know that that's not in the game, so taking certain risks isn't really a good idea. And it's also, if I'm talking, I kind of miss certain strategic points that I could have used because I wasn't paying attention fully, because 50% is me paying attention to the game, and 50% is trying to entertain you guys, basically, is what I'm trying to do. So it is technically hard sometimes. And also, I forgot to do this house here, so I moved Yagan here instead.
To defeat a Manakit, you'll want to use a sword called a Wyam Slayer. Rumors tell of such a sword hidden in a shrine to the east.
Shrine? What shrine? You mean in the, little area over here, this little, weird, like, Roman pillar, weird door chest thing? Because that does not look like a shrine, but if you're saying it is, I'll take your word for it. Okay, I feel like this is a decent spot. I don't think we'll get, like, 5-man, one-shotted, one-turned, like we did on accident with Kane there. I didn't actually pay attention to that, and I should have, because I didn't see the pirates in the ocean right next to it. So if I knew that, I wouldn't have done that, honestly. I'm just gonna be completely honest. So yeah, that was kind of stupid of me. But yeah, it's just like, it was really unfortunate that happened, and it happened, and there's not really much I can really say about that. But yeah, hopefully this time round we're not going to be completely demolished for one stupid move that we did. Because yeah, that was completely on accident, if I'll be completely honest. That thief looks like he might be able to make it to that village, and I don't know why. He will. Uh-oh. That's kind of bad. 7 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will he automatically take the village? I don't know. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Just in case I do have another warp, it's my last warp, honestly I feel like dropping Drog right in front of this thief and stopping his movement, because honestly, that's where we're going to be getting George, and I do make sure of that every episode just so we don't miss out on characters and dialogue, because I like to get as much dialogue as possible. So knowing that George is in fact in there, let's make sure that they don't get there first, because my movement is kind of important here if we want to make sure that we can at least see him. Because we need to get Marth there first, and the thieves kind of move faster than Marth, I think. Or maybe just the spawn where Marth was unfortunate in general. But, oh no, they have the same movement. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that the thief was somehow able to get there first. I don't know if he will automatically try and take it, but I'm just playing safe just in case. Let's throw a javelin at this, this little Pyrothi guy. Honestly, I'm surprised they're called Pyrothis, because isn't it called the Pyrothi Dragon and not the Pyrothi, army? Maybe, honestly I don't know, because it really didn't explain that. And that's a problem with the story here, because you only get the story in small chunks. I would definitely like a more, you know, I definitely want to check out the remakes, because I feel like once we check out the remakes, all the puzzles will start putting, falling into place, since we'll have the small bit of knowledge from this game, and then the small bit of knowledge from the, remake, and then we can piece everything together, because we'll have the full story. Because some of the stuff will be changed in between games, but we'll definitely have more to work with then, because we'll be able to see what has been changed, what kind of been retconned, a little bit more story between characters and stuff would definitely be nice as well. So we'll definitely check out Shadow Dragon, or it's called Shadow Dragon, or Mystery of the Emblem, or whatever you want to call it. I keep calling this game Shadow Dragon, but the real name for this game is actually longer. I feel like it's better to just call it Shadow Dragon, since it's called Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say it in one go, and it makes it easier on me just saying it Shadow Dragon, because I'm just gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna have to restart the video a couple times just to get the intro right if I mess it up a couple times, because I'll just feel sad if I mess that up a couple times, because it is a mouthful, I'll be honest. I want to try out this Firestone though. Let's see your Bantu, this is the first time we've got to use you. First dragon unit in this game, and let's see here, 13 damage, yep. That's definitely good. I'll definitely take that. 13 damage out of nowhere, definitely nice. Okay, Harden, I feel like you're safe enough to kind of like tank, so I'm gonna just throw you over here. You're gonna pull out your Silver Lance, and you're gonna just start wailing on these people. There's no way these guys knock you out. You have high defense, and I feel like even if they swarmed you, you would be fine. So I'm gonna feel like Harden's definitely safe there for now. And then we have Daros running over from the side over here. Although he's not gonna make it to the other side yet, he's definitely almost ready to start wailing on that mage over there and maybe the other pirates. Okay, Wendell, you're not close enough to really help, so we really can't do much with you right now. Wolf, on the other hand, kinda close, but not in the same at the point. Angma or Navarre? Navarre? Yeah, Navarre. I want Navarre to get this experience, and then he'll deal with the rest of the pirates that come from the other side. Let's use up our Killing Edge, since we only have 4 stacks of it left, let's just use the rest of it now. That guy has a Devil Axe. If he ends up critting, he'll kill himself. And he missed it entirely, so we don't even get to see that happen. So honestly, I'm just glad, because Devil Axe does a lot of damage, so yeah. Thankfully, we didn't get hit by that, because that could have been very bad. I'm just gonna be honest. Because I know that the Devil Axe has a high might, but it also has a high crit chance, and if you crit, I'm not sure in this game if it's the same, but in the other games, if you were to crit, you would crit yourself instead. So yeah, it's not the best thing to get critted like that, so I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna move Kane here. I feel like he'll be safe here now. We're gonna pull out the Silver Lance to make sure we do the most amount of damage we can possibly do. We can start pulling Wolf out as well. Let's make it so they can't just completely encircle one unit. I feel like he'll be fine there, Wolf. Merrick, we just start moving him forward. He's not fast enough to catch up to the rest of them, so we're just gonna make sure he's at least making his way over like Wendell is right now as well. Caeda, honestly, I don't know if it's smart to just throw her in there or not, but let's see here. What are we dealing with? It depends if there's archers or not over there. Not really, no, actually. Well, water gives us dodge chance. And honestly, I feel like we can try this. You know what? Let's try it. Actually, wait, before we do that, let's do one of these. Let's create a bookmark so we don't have to go too far back if we mess up. So, I feel like right here, I just want to test it just to see if we can get away with stuff like this. Because if we can get rid of this mage here with our Silver Lance, we can actually deal quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, nope. I'm just gonna say nope. 21 damage because of, I don't know why she got critted. I'm pretty sure she has high chance of not getting critted. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say no to that one. Caeda, you're just gonna sit back here. You can just soak up experience over the course of the game. I'm not trying that. That's just, no, it's not even worth. It's not worth it all. Hopefully this is a better turn than the previous one. I feel like this is fine, but it could be bad at the same time. We only take 5 damage, so it seems like we are definitely in a good spot here. The mage could do a lot of damage due to the fact that we saw how much that blizzard did, but I feel like we'll be fine. And they're throwing hand axes in the ocean, which is... it hits? So that'll hit, but I missed like 50 shots. Okay, thanks game. I understand. I definitely understand that one. Seriously. How did they hit through that? That makes no sense. He's in the ocean, he's got the 30% avoidance, and then he's throwing an axe, which is a really low chance because axes already have low chances of hitting in the first place. And then somehow he hits me with a hand axe with like maybe a 20% chance. Okay. That's... I don't understand. That's so dumb. That's so dumb, but honestly, I can't really get mad at the game for that, because it's just... I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised it hit, honestly. And these thieves are now running away now that they can't get to that. Okay, Blizzard, please don't do like 50,000 damage like you did randomly with your random crits. I don't know what your crit chance is, but please don't crit me to oblivion. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. Marth, you just take this village. Let's get this out of the way, and let's get George.
Greetings, Prince Marth. I am George, a sniper of Caeda. I was captured when Caeda was defeated, but with effort I escaped. I have been awaiting you. I hear Princess Nina is under your protection. I wish to join you. With my silver bow in hand, I will expend every effort to set my land free.
And if I remember correctly, you are the one that holds Parthia in, I don't know in this game, but you definitely are canon to wield it in the future. So, that's actually kind of cool. It's good to see, people with the actual, like, legendary weapons starting to join, because all the, like, because technically George would be a main character at this point because of the fact that he is one of the characters that can wield the legendaries, because Parthia is known as being a legendary weapon. I don't know if it's in this game. Drog? Are you okay, buddy? 51 damage! I'm not used to seeing you do that. Wow, cool. Just cool. That's definitely nice to see. I didn't expect you to do that out of nowhere, though. That's just terrifying. I don't want to be critted like that. I can tell you that. Okay, I don't see reinforcements yet, but I still feel like it's still gonna happen, though. I don't know why, but it definitely feels like something's gonna happen soon. Daros, you won't get rid of this guy by yourself, so you need some help. Definitely need some help. Let's use you to steel bow this, little pirate here and see if we can do a little bit of damage here. At least if we can, like, slowly whittle him down or even knock him out. Thankfully, we did knock him out. I was kind of worried that he would survive due to the fact that the dodge chance you get for free. But thankfully he didn't, so that actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Okay, so far so good. Harden's low on HP, so technically this isn't a good idea. But can Wendell make it to that spot? If he can, we can do that. He can. Okay, Harden, I feel like you'll be fine. let's Steel Sword. It's a higher chance of hitting than the Silver Lance. So let's just use the Steel Sword instead. 15 damage, always nice, always nice. And thankfully that does knock him out. Okay, perfect. Ogma? That's a lot of things, though. We're definitely getting to a very scary spot. But Bantu has a lot of defense, so Bantu, I want you to deal with this mage. You use your Firestone. Although this guy might do a lot of damage to you because of the fact that you have low resistance, I feel like you'll be fine, I think. As long as this guy doesn't, like, you know, two-shot you out of nowhere. See, he's doing some decent damage, but... I didn't want to do it like that, but honestly, what was I gonna do? I'm just gonna be honest. You here, hand axe, attack this guy. I just need to get rid of this mage. The mage needs to go, and that's why I needed to do some kind of damage there. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Will Bantu be fine? I feel like he would, but I don't have an answer, though. That's the problem. That is definitely a problem. But... Ogma, I want you to deal with this pirate here. Get rid of this guy. We'll have Merrick deal with the pirates in the ocean, over by where Cain is. I think Ogma will be fine. He has some decent defense. I feel like he won't go down. And that guy's focusing on hand axes, so I feel like we'll be fine there. Then we can also just throw Caeda over here and just get rid of this guy with Silver Lance, maybe. I would hope that you would be able to. Please be able to get rid of this guy. Thank you. 33 damage, cool. And it critted, because she has high chance of critting, which is nice. Or at least, supposedly, due to the fact that her skill is really high, but... yeah, hopefully that does work out perfectly. Let's see here. Trying to think of what we want to do, because the positioning here is everything. Cain, you move back, you use the javelin, and then maybe get rid of this guy from long range. It's more than likely not going to happen, but unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I was hoping that would work. Let's see here. Navarre, you get rid of this guy, I guess. Use your Killing Edge. You might be able to just one-shot crit the other guy, so get rid of this guy for now. And that's fine, I think. I think that's a good movement. Okay, so far so good. Wendell really can't get to Harden now, but I feel like that's still good where we are. But the thing is now I have to worry about Harden being in a bad spot. Which could be bad, and it could be good, who knows, honestly. I wish we can hit that guy, but the thing is he's stuck in the ocean and we can't really get to him. And that's definitely that's definitely unfortunate. But let's see here. I think we can do something here. I feel like something is possible. It may not be perfect, but it's still like we could still do something that will make sure that it's not the worst case scenario, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Merrick's fine on HP. Harden and Bantu are really low, but I'm gonna hope that their defense can hold them through. I'm just gonna be honest. Because I would like to not have to restart this turn, but Lena's kind of far back and Wendell's kind of far back due to the fact that their movement is kind of a little bit bad, but Wendell's a little bit better due to the fact that he can attack from long range, which Lena can't do yet, but it would be nice if she could. Okay, you go here, I think. And then I feel like that's a decent spot. We'll end the turn there and see what we work with here. Hopefully that's a decent spot. It could be bad, though, due to the fact that I positioned them in a weird spot when I definitely shouldn't have. And that's honestly my fault, due to the fact that I was trying to get rid of that mage and I was doing it in a stupid way. And there's proof. Okay, I'll be right back once I reset that. Oops. Okay, I feel like this is a much better move than we had previously. So, this time around, we didn't actually get to crit this guy into oblivion, so he's still alive. We moved Bantu down here instead, so he's full HP now, so we don't have to worry about him going down either. Harden was able to move in a decent spot and heal. And then we also have the guy off the bridge as well, without taking too much HP. Because apparently Cain one-shots that guy with a silver lance, and I should have just did that instead. Because Caeda has 12 strength, so honestly, it would have been smarter to just do that instead. So yeah, that was my fault, honestly, but this time we actually have a much better movement. The reason why Lena's in the path of this guy, I don't know if he can actually make it to him. Or to her, I mean. If he does, I hope he doesn't one-shot her, because the reason why I moved her here is so she can maybe get some experience. And as long as she dodges one attack, she actually gets another level, so we need to get her to level 10, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that, because I want to make her into a bishop at some point, so being able to get that soon would be nice. I feel like that's a decent movement. It could be bad, it could be good. I'm going to say it's probably good, because I don't think a hand axe is going to one-shot me, and we dodged it anyways, with a very high chance of dodging. We also got level 6 out of this, please. Okay, speed? Speed's good. The more speed we have, the more chance that we're not going to be doubled, so that's always good. More than likely, we're not going to be doubled due to the fact that she's not holding weighted weapons, so we don't have to worry about being doubled very often, because weapons lower your speed. The stronger the weapon, the lower the more weight it's gonna be, basically, is what I can tell. So Silver Lance is gonna drop your speed by 5, I think. So basically, as long as, apparently as long as your movement is, 3 more than the enemy, you're gonna double in this game. Based on what I read, I don't know if that's the exact amount, but I can say that's probably it, due to the fact that, who was it? Drog randomly doubled somebody at some point, and I was really confused on why that happened, and we found out that he was only about like 3 movement more, or something like that, and for some reason he was able to double, which was really cool. I'll definitely take any kind of doubling. I don't know if I'm gonna use George. George, what is your strengths? 7 strength, you're already a pre-mote, oh, you're pre-pre-mote. Okay, weapon level 10, 12 speed, 4 luck, 8 defense, 7 move. Oh, you're not all that. Like, my wolf is definitely better, but wolf is a unit that won't be able to promote. So, So technically they're around the same, but that guy's level 1 though. I guess we'll figure that out once we get there, I think. If I feel like he's falling behind Wolf, I feel like he's in a decent spot right now. He has a 50% chance of getting any kind of strength buffs. So honestly, he's pretty good, but it could be, it could get bad though, since he is at level 12, so he's almost done leveling, basically. 8 more levels for that guy, and he's basically at max of what he can do. I don't know if it's higher than 20 in this game, it could be, so maybe he has more levels, but I highly doubt it. So yeah, he could definitely maybe fall off at some point. I don't think he would, but just in case, let's be careful. I don't think the thief will randomly just double and one-shot you, so I'm just gonna move you forward. Let's see, or what are you doing, Mr. 4 attacker? Doesn't look like much, so I feel like Bantu can start dealing with this guy over here. So Bantu, you start dealing with these archers, just blast these guys into next week, because you'll be fine, I think. They definitely canceled on thinking of attacking this guy, so I definitely do like Bantu, because that does prove that he does not have 3 defense if they're not attacking him. And based on the stats that I was reading, apparently it's plus 15. So, honestly, it's good. And apparently Tiki's also good. So, yeah, that's going to be nice to have Tiki as well in the future, because we're going to be using both of them. Because apparently both of them have infinite attacks. And sorry for pressing down that button. For some reason, this button is weird. It's very, like that. It's like, I don't know why it does that. Like, I'll barely even tap it down, and then it just randomly goes, like, spring actions out of nowhere. And it's really weird sometimes, but I try not to do that very often, but it happens every now and again, because there's just no way I can control that sometimes, because that's just that's just my trigger finger just being antsy, because I'm used to using every button in a game. In this game, you don't really use many. You only use, basically, the diagonal button on the left side, so this little button here, and then the A and B keys, and that's basically everything, and then X if you want to make a bookmark, which, honestly, I'm going to make a bookmark right now. I feel like we're in a decent spot. Let's see here. We need to get rid of this fighter, though, because he's not really giving Lena that much experience, so honestly, dealing with that guy too much would be a hassle, so we're just going to move Lena for now. I feel like that's safe. Merrick really doesn't need the experience, but that guy's full HP, so honestly, what we can do instead is move Merrick here, use Thunder, because Thunder's going to have a high chance of hitting, so we can hit this guy through the water, even though he has that 30% chance of dodging due to him being in the water in the first place. But it will drop him low enough that we can maybe clean up the kill with maybe Daros or something. I feel like Daros would be able to hit this guy through the water. We're both going to have low chances of hitting, but honestly, I feel like, yeah, I felt like that was going to happen. Thankfully, Daros is a good boy and knocking out everything we have him run at, so honestly, thank you, Daros, for being you. Okay, Kane's at 12 HP, we should probably move him out of that archer range. That's definitely not where we want to be. Anyone else that's high on HP that can maybe deal with that? Not really. I'm just gonna have Batu deal with that for now, because he's definitely fine where he is. So I feel like that should be good. How about Harden? Harden's at 12 HP. He needs to be healed a little bit more if we want to have him do anything else, because he's good on his own, but the thing is I don't want to go into that archery range. This is basically just getting executed at this point if I move someone into that, because it's being attacked by 2 different archers, which they probably have high attack as well. Yeah, 7's not bad for an archer, but it's also 6 speed, and I feel like the weight on the bows is actually really low, so I'm definitely going to get doubled for some reason, so I'm just going to say no to that and end turn. Feel like that should be fine. Could be bad, but I feel like Bantu's fine. Let's see here. This will definitely prove if Bantu's able to face tank a lot of this. Based on what I've heard, he can. Oh, they didn't even try. Okay, so he does face tank them. They don't even want to try attacking him. Oh, okay, I'll definitely take that. I want Bantu to move forward. I want to make sure that they can't do anything to us. But we need to make sure that they're out of our way if we want to do that. So in order to do that, let's see here. We need a way to do that, though. That's the thing. 7 HP. That means we can use Wendell. Wendell can go forward. Wendell can use a Thunder. As long as the Thunder hits, it should one-shot this guy. Because all units have 0 resistance, and we only take 5 damage. That's really good, and he lived with 1 HP. Well, that's not what I wanted, but, we don't have a javelin for her. I would do it, but honestly, it's stupid at the same time, so honestly, it's probably better that we just do this instead, use Bantu's Firestone, since it has infinite charges in this game. In the remakes, it only has 18 uses, and that's why Bantu's so low in that game. Although, he still gets all the benefits of his Firestone. The fact that it breaks, you can randomly have, like, so low charges on your Firestone that it breaks in the middle of a giant wave of enemies, and then he just dies instantly. I think that's the reason why he's so low in that game. I feel like he's still good due to the stats that he gets in that game, because, yeah, 15 defense, and then you get attack as well. Apparently, you get, like, plus attack, plus speed instead as well, which is really good, other than just plus 15 defense, so honestly, that's still good in my books. As long as you, like, put some investment. He may have low growth rates, but honestly, the growth rates doesn't even matter for a unit like that. If they're gonna just straight up get, like, free stats, you don't even need to level them, basically. Maybe if you want to get some HP, but other than that, you don't need anything to make Bantu good in that game. I mean, even in this game, he has 10% growth rates like Yagan, but the fact is that he's just good. Good in general, it seems. So, honestly, I feel like we're fine. We don't even need to worry about that. And Jaegen's just gonna run this thief down so he can't grab that door. Because that's what he's doing. He's running over to that treasure chest right now. He's trying to stop us from stopping him. But also, Marth can go over the water, right? We were able to do that before, but it looks like not anymore. Why? Wait a minute, that's weird. I was able to do it before, but apparently not anymore. That's really weird. But I feel like we'll be fine, I think. Okay, Marth, you just follow everyone else. Just get right behind Drog, since that's the furthest he can go. That's why I moved George, so he can move forward. We got a decent pack of enemies left. We still don't see what's going on with these strongholds. I feel like they're going to start spawning things now that Marth is lower on the map. Because that's what happened in the last one. As soon as we made it to a certain spot, they started spawning them at, like, Mach 10, basically. It was just unit, basically. It was terrifying. But as long as we're smart with our placements and stuff, I feel like we'll be fine. As long as we're, like, doing decent. Let's throw Navarre into this little tree here. Since if we throw him in this tree, it will give him some avoidance as well. But also make it so he randomly gets a crit. That wasn't my idea, but the reason why we moved him there was I just wanted to get rid of one of those archers. Because then it only leads one archer here and then this axe unit. And axe units have a really hard time hitting in this game due to the fact that the accuracy is so low for them. So, honestly, it feels like I'll be fine. Harden? I feel like you're in a decent spot. This isn't Harden. Who are you? Abel. Oh. Hey, Abel. I honestly thought you were Harden, I'm gonna be honest. Abel, you go over here. You have a Silver Lance. This guy won't be able to attack you, so... Honestly, I feel like you would be able to just get rid of this guy. Unless you completely miss, and mess this up completely, because I need you not to mess up. Because throwing you into this spot right here is very risky. That was just me being my risky self and doing some risky plays, and yeah, now that he's in that spot, that's not good. We can... Oh wait, we can also do that, actually. Caeda, do you think you can get this? I want you to maybe get some strength, and I feel like if you get a level or two, you might get it. Silver Lance. Silver Lance, you have 2 chances of hitting because you have 20 speed. You have maxed out speed, so there's no way you're not doubling. And thankfully you did 12 damage to this guy, so thankfully you got him. No more archers, now it's safe to use her. That's basically all we needed to do. Okay, you are too low to even think about going that way. But Wolf, you can kind of go over there. You go here, I think. I feel like that should be safe. We haven't been able to really reap any of these chests yet, but we'll definitely be able to do that soon, I would think. But just in case, let's be a little bit more careful, because there is those strongholds and we don't know if they do spawn anything. I feel like they are randomly going to start spawning, so just in case, let's be careful. You're basically full HP, you're 12 HP, but Harden's better in the map in general, so let's make sure that Harden is nice and healthy, because he is one of our tanks, and it would be nice to be able to use him at any points. And he's definitely more tanky than Cain is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Cain's only 9, he's like 13, so yeah, I definitely want to be using my Harden as much as possible. 11, but honestly, it's still more than 9, basically, is what I'm saying. I do want to be using my Harden, since he does have 13 attack. I feel like that's good. We only have to worry about one movement, which is a fighter. And the fighter's running into the ocean, or pirate, I should say, because they are pirates. Because fighters can't go in the ocean, but pirates can. So, feels like we're good. The Curing is just taking over one of the strongholds. Okay, good. At least they're not doing anything too risky. I have a feeling that maybe this is like a rapid spawn. It's not water, it's rapids, maybe. Because look how fast it looks like it's moving. It might not be a rapid, but maybe that's why Marth can't walk over this all of a sudden, because I swear I was able to move over that before. It was like around the chapter that we got Daros, I'm pretty sure, is when we got that to happen. So honestly, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I really feel like that was the case, though. It looks like Jaegen's the only one that's able to hit this thief, so we're just going to get rid of the thief now, just to get him out of here. And it looks like Marth can go around, thankfully. I didn't even see that there was an opening there, so that's actually really good. How close is this thief to actually going down, though? 12 HP. Honestly, we might as well just get rid of this guy. Because I'm pretty sure if we hit him with the steel sword, he's gonna go down anyway, so let's try the steel sword. If he survives, he might go after Marth, and maybe Marth can get some free experience. So honestly, let's see. Also, I just thought of that. Can Marth upgrade in this game? That's a good question. Because I don't know if Lord characters actually have promotions. If they do, that's good, because then we don't have to worry about him having low stats or anything, because I don't think he does. He has some decent stats right now, but if he is a unit that can't promote, it might be low in that case, because I'm not too sure on that. I do know about the knights. Knights can promote, flyers like Pegasus Knights can promote as well. Bishops can promote, or curates can promote. Not pirates, but fighters can promote, and archers can promote. And everyone else are in classes that can't promote at all, like huntsmen's, like Wolf here. Hunt's not going to be, or horsemen, I should say. The horsemen, characters like, what was his name? Caster, the hunter class. He's not able to promote. He's a promote that can't promote, basically. So we definitely want to be careful with who we use, because although they look good on the outside, they won't be able to promote later and get better stats than some of the other units. So we do want to be careful with who we promote and everything. Thankfully, we're in a good spot right now where none of our units are too far behind. There's only a couple that I do have problems with. I did write down, let me see who it is. On what I wrote, Daros might fall back. Caeda, for sure, I think might fall back, and we might end up using a different flying unit later. If we can, I might use, like, Minerva, or maybe Paula Estracatria, maybe even two of them. Honestly, I feel like Est would be good. Looking at her, I looked at her stats. She has some good stat upgrades. I definitely am thinking of using her. Because Est has, I think it was like 70% attack growth, skill growth, and speed growth. And that sounds amazing to me. That sounds like a critting monster that's going to double a lot. And honestly, I like that. I like that a lot. I like me some crit units. And honestly, a lot of games I like to build crit units, like crit builds and stuff like that. So it's going to be really fun to use a crit build in this game once we definitely get her all situated. It's going to be a while till we get her. I think we don't get her till like the double chapters, so somewhere like chapter 18 basically is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's going to be a while till we eventually get to use her, but it will definitely be nice to be able to use them in the near future. Let's see here, Kane's still low, so we don't want to throw him too far yet, because I don't know about the strongholds yet. I feel like they are going to spawn something as soon as Marth gets in the area, so let's be careful and start blocking off bridges, so they can't just start running, because they could be pirates, and not, what do you call them, flying units, like I'm thinking. They could definitely be flying units, but I feel like they are more than likely not gonna be, because I feel like throwing flying units on Chapter 9 would be a little much, due to the fact that they threw like thousands of knights at me in the last one. So I feel like they're gonna be nicer to me, but honestly, who knows? The game could definitely be mean to me in a few seconds, and yeah, we're gonna find that in a second. Because I still need to get to those chests. I'm gonna save the chests for in between episodes. I feel like it's gonna take me a while to get to all of them, so I don't think you guys want to watch me just keep spamming turns to get all the chests. But I am gonna get rid of this guy, Manu, in a second. He's definitely down for the count when I get the chance. But I do want to at least, let's see here, yeah, I want to get rid of the thief and then get rid of Manu and then start running Marth over there and seeing what we can do, because I feel like we're getting close enough to the point where we can finally start opening all these chests and stuff. And ooh, I think that's a crit, actually. Ooh, Marth has a crit animation. Nice to see. I don't remember seeing that one. That's actually pretty cool. Thank you, Marth. Nice to see you doing special attacks. It's actually really cool to see. Stronghold that we can block if there is reinforcements. Yes, let's block that off. Let's just get rid of that completely. As long as we're standing on it, we don't have to worry about it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, blocking that now would be a good idea if there is reinforcements, because we know that reinforcements aren't going to spawn until Marth makes his way over there. Every other unit is basically null and void. It doesn't matter. The only unit that matters when the reinforcements spawn is Marth. So, although everyone's over here, and you would think the reinforcements would spawn with how everyone's, like, just standing over here right now, that's definitely not the case. So, we do need to make sure that we're paying attention to where the spawn location might be for when these guys start attacking us like they will be in a few seconds. Because I'm 100% they are going to be scary in a second. But for right now, we're fine. But we don't know, though. That's the problem. Let's see here. I don't think Killing Edge is going to smack right through you, so we're not even going to try that. Merrick, I don't really want you to get that experience. Bantu, I don't think we'll get rid of this guy, but he might. Actually, let's try it. I want to see if Bantu can get this experience. I know these growth rates are terrible, but I want him to get a free level. He's definitely been definitely a good unit, so if he can get this, it would be really nice. 2 defense. 2 damage, really? Oh, but we attacked twice. Huh. That's weird. Does he attack defense, then? I'm actually not sure, then. What the? We only did 2 damage to him. Does he have resistance? Oh, maybe his, whatever stone he's using? Does it say what kind? No, he's using a Firestone, so he gets defense. So, oh, so Firestone must do defense damage then. Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, that's good to know then. At least Bantu got to attack him, because it whittled this guy down low enough that maybe Caeda can maybe get some experience here, and maybe help out her defense. Although, him dodging is not helping us. 11 damage, okay. And we do 0 damage, thank you, game. I love 4 damage. I love 4 strength. We're definitely not going to have to worry, though. I'm going to be honest. If we don't knock this guy out, I'm just going to throw Mr. I have magic damage, and I'm going to one-shot this guy anyways into here and just get rid of this guy. So if we don't get rid of this guy, it's fine. Let's see here. I don't think this guy's just gonna randomly one-shot any of us, as long as we double him. As long as he doesn't double us, basically, is what I'm trying to say, but who knows. I'm gonna just say, based on the HP that he still has left, we're not gonna be able to get rid of him. We have to use magic damage, since we don't have the Wyrm Slayer yet, and we're still trying to make our way over there to get one. Let's just use the Thunder from Merrick and just get rid of this guy. He's gonna hit level 15 early, but it's fine, honestly. He hasn't really got to fight anybody this chapter, so I feel like 54 experience is worthwhile to give. And a door key from that guy. Cool, I'll take it. Store it in my thing, though. I have too many door keys at the moment, so I can definitely store that for later, I think. Drog, you can just make your way. And now we just need to make Marth get to that castle. Let's see. I feel that maybe they're gonna start reinforcements, but not yet, it seems. Marth, you go there. I'm gonna only move Marth from now on. I'm also gonna move Caeda out of range of anything that could spawn. So just in case if there is reinforcements, I'm gonna be smart about this, so I don't get stuck in a corner or something. And make sure no other units are going to be in a bad position here. Abel's fine as long as he's standing here. Bantu, you block this off, I guess, so they can't just run across the ocean if it is a pirate gang. Merrick, I don't want you to get attacked, so you move a little bit back just in case if it is flying units. And Wendell, you too. I feel like you guys should back up a little bit. Hardin's fine. And Navarre, as long as they're standing in one of these bushes, I feel like you'll be fine as well. Hardin, you just hide in here, I guess. Okay, I feel like that's a decent spot. Let's end turn. Let's see what happens. As long as reinforcements don't happen, that's fine. And then we'll be good. And then we don't have to worry. Because the reason why I'm positioning like this is because of reinforcements. So, just in case, I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to move Marth here. And turn. Let's see here. Anything spawning? No. Nope. Something is spawning. Okay, so as long as you're in the 7 movement, that Marth can seize the castle. Okay. At least now we know. We're gonna save here, just so I can create a bookmark and then come back. Oh wait, we're not close enough? Really? I thought that was close enough, because we couldn't make it to the castle before, because we were standing here, and then it didn't give us enough movement. What? Really? Okay, apparently I can't just walk into the castle. I guess it counts as a, rough terrain, I guess? That's strange. That is really weird. Huh, I thought we would just be able to walk there. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Wait, who's standing on the, stronghold? Is it... I think it's, George, I think. Let's move Drog over here to start just making sure these guys can't, like, take over the map. So I'm just gonna make sure that this is a problem we don't have to deal with in the, when I end the episode and seize castle and then get all these treasure chests in between. Because I don't know how many reinforcements there are, and yeah, I'm kind of scared of what's gonna happen in the near future. So just in case, we're gonna be smart with that. And turn, everyone's in a decent spot. Everyone should be fine, so I don't think we need to worry. Let's see where the pirates go, and see if it's just like... It seems like they're only spawning in the bottom half of the map, so it looks like we don't have to really worry much, but we do have to worry somewhat. Because it's only like it's only the pirate units. It's not like it's the knights I was fighting. Those guys had like 14 defense, and they were spawning in droves, and we can only fight them with Wendell and Merrick, since they were my only magic dealers, and Marth kinda, but Marth wasn't really safe to throw into that. But let's end it here, and I'll definitely grab all the treasure chests in between. So apparently one of them's a Wyrm Slayer. I don't know what's in the rest of them, but that's definitely going to be nice when we do get that. So with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. We're going to start doing this castle now. Oh, that's Caeda. Okay. Prince Marth, I'm Caeda, Macedon's White Wings. Yeah, we saw you earlier in a previous chapter. I have come to you with a secret request. Princess Minerva's forces are planning to rebel against Dolar. However, the princess's younger sister, Maria, has been taken hostage by Dolar, so we cannot act. We beg of you, please help us save the young princess. We could definitely do that in the next episode. And I think I know what the actual name for the next episode actually is. For Chapter 10, I believe the name is actually Princess Minerva. So, although we're saving Princess Minerva, the whole chapter is about Princess Minerva, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting her, at least by the end of the chapter. So we're definitely getting Minerva soon, and that's going to be awesome, because I'm pretty sure a flying unit that is a dragon unit is definitely going to be nice to have, but also the White Wings are definitely going to be nice to have as well. So with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully my audio didn't cut out this time, and I don't lose any audio like I did in the last one. I lost only like 20-something seconds, but it's still weird because it's never happened before. So I'm going to also check that. Hopefully none of that happened, because it would tell me immediately after I close the video out. So thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and in the next episode, we're going to be starting on Chapter 10. Only 16 chapters left. Wow. So 16 episodes left of this, and maybe 16, because it depends on how long the chapter is. They've been pretty long, so every episode's been basically one chapter. Although the first episode was different because we weren't sure how long chapters were going to be, because the first chapter was easy, and it was only like 30 minutes, so I didn't think that chapter 2 was going to take me like an hour, and it ended up being an hour and 30-minute episode. So, honestly, I would hope that we can get more chapters in an episode, but it's just unfortunate that it comes to that. If we, like, sped a run, like, just used a warp staff and then just teleported Marth on top of the castle, basically, and just got rid of the, boss, maybe we could do that, but then we would kind of waste experience and stuff that we would need. So honestly, it's not a good idea to do that anyways. Although people do it. there are definitely some crazy people in this, in the community that will do that. So, with that, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.